Hi Virgo, this is your reading for June 2017. It is a general reading, which means that it will probably not resonate with all of you because there are a lot of Virgos in this world. So I do encourage you to watch your moon and rising signs as well for a broader perspective of what June has in store for you. Okay, Virgo, let's see what June is going to hold for you. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So we're going to start June off with the Two of Pentacles. And it's paired with the Nine of Wands. So right off the bat, what I see here is that there's going to be a choice to be made. It may very well be a choice between two jobs or taking time off of work to go on a trip or to stay at work, but it is definitely related to money. So if it's two jobs, maybe one of them is lower paying but closer to home, whereas the other one takes you have to travel to go to it, but it's good money. So there is going to be a decision to be made at the start of June. That being paired with the Nine of Wands gives it the energy of the feeling that I get from it is that you are being protective of your home. And in this case, it feels like there's maybe some actual manual work you want to do on your home, which is kind of what's making this decision a little bit harder for you, because by going away, you're bringing in the money that will allow you to fix up your home. By staying home, you can do the work on your home, but you might not have the money to do it. So it is kind of a catch-22 at the beginning of June for you. For about the second week, we have the Hanged Man paired with the Ten of Swords. So I think you're going to be buying yourself some time here. You're going out on a limb by asking for something that a person wouldn't normally ask for. Maybe you're asking for some extra time to make a decision. Maybe you are asking for some time off from one job so that you could try out the other job. Regardless, I feel that you're going to be weighed down by whatever choice you make. So if you're leaving the higher paying job, I feel like you're going to be taking on great financial strain by doing it. Even though there are certainly benefits of taking a lower paying job, I just feel like the weight of the decision is kind of crushing you. I think that this is a little too much and you might have to reach out and ask for some guidance. Then we have the Strength card. Paired with the Seven of Wands. Um, In this case, it feels to me like you're holding your ground and you're preparing to negotiate. We'll say that's a good word for it. I feel like you've kind of resigned yourself to whichever decision you're making, and now you're just kind of reaching out and saying like, I'm going into this blindfolded. I'm going to ask for exactly what I want. There's no harm in doing that. They're either going to say yes or no, and that's not that. But I do feel as if you're standing your ground because of this crushing weight. You have nothing to lose, so you're just going for it. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, paired with the Two of Swords. So again, another choice to make. At the beginning of the month, you're making a choice based on the financial situation. However, going through, we have gone from the Two of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. So financially, you're doing all right. So you may have made the decision to stay at a higher paying job, even though it's taking you farther away, just to avoid the financial burden that the lower paying one might cause. But then we're ending the month with the Two of Swords. So there's going to be some kind of intellectual decision to make. You're blindfolded in this, and I feel like you have to feel your way through the situations to know which decision to make. So if you've gone through the month, you've decided to stay with the higher paying job, but then the end of the month comes and now you're being given, maybe it's an opportunity, whether you're, because if the job was taking you away from home, now maybe you have to make a decision about whether you're going to transfer to another area or stay working further away, or this decision doesn't have to do with finances. This decision will have to do with just what's the smarter move, or the smarter decision, I should say. And to me, it looks like, I don't know whether you're currently working on one side of the country, but you live on the other, but I feel as if whatever this intellectual decision is, it's pulling you west. And I don't know if there's no indication of whether that's the right or wrong decision. I just feel like you're being pulled west toward the end of June. So your finances look good for June. The only thing is going to be this choice of whether to take a cut in pay or whether to stay with the higher paying job. Looks to me like you're staying with the higher paying job, but then the end of the month you're going to have to make a decision on something else. So for you, Virgo, decisions are not ending. And that's not really surprising for Virgo. As an earth sign, you are someone that is very definitive in your decision making. You generally like to make your lists of pros and cons and follow through with whatever you decide. The only card in here that's really kind of making me question anything is the Hanged Man, because you going out on a limb is not something that happens very often. So unless this going out on a limb is to ask for exactly what you want, you don't get it, so you stay with the job, that might be it. Maybe the negotiations are going out on the limb. Like say maybe the company with the lower paying job is unionized, so even you're going to ask for more money even though you're probably not going to get it because it's union mandated or something like that, but you have to ask the question. So ultimately, it's a month of decisions for you. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Fairy Tarot cards and from the Angel Dreams Oracle cards for clarification, validation, or additional information for you, Virgo. Okay. Okay, so the first card is the Ten of Summer, which is essentially the Ten of Cups in the traditional tarot deck. So it's about a happy home life, um, emotionally fulfilling life with family and friends, raising children wisely, having people around you can trust, and it's paired with the new or waxing moon. And that is about conception, inner self, and expansion. So maybe part of this decision about whether you stay home, maybe you've conceived, maybe you're pregnant, maybe your partner has conceived or is pregnant, and that's part of what's drawing you to stay home, to be around your family. So that may be why it's been such a struggle for you to make the decision to take cut and pay so that you can stay home. Next, we have Justice, paired with Angels. And the Justice card is about taking time to review the details carefully, to find fair and or to make fair and objective decisions. And it's being paired with angels, which represents support and guidance. Maybe this is just saying to look over the contract, to negotiate where you can. The decision that you make is going to be the right one. You are going to be guided in the decision that you make. There is no real wrong answer. However, like I said before, it looks to me from these cards like you're going to stay with a higher paying job. If you or your partner are have conceived or expecting a child, it looks to me like the two of you are working out that it's okay for you to be gone. Whether you take the child with you or the child stays with your partner, I feel like that's the decision that the two of you are going to make together. Then we have the Dreamer, paired with Premonition. And this is again toward the end of the month, so it's time to begin a new adventure. It looks like there is a new path, and that you have to, with the Two of Swords here, you're blindfolded and you're kind of feeling blindly for the right direction to go in. And this card is saying you already know, even though you're blindfolded, you're being led in the right direction. And the Dreamer is just saying that it is time to begin a new adventure and to trust yourself. You know what to do. You know the path to take. You're going to have to make a decision at the start of the month so you can trust yourself at the end of the month to make another decision that is best for you and your family. So just to recap, again, it is a month of decisions for you. Financially, it looks like you are going to be perfectly fine. But be prepared for July to bring more decisions for you to make. But trust yourself. I feel like you have the intuition to go forward on. and that there is no wrong choice for you to make. Okay, Virgo, if you would like a private reading, you can email me at traveler with two L's 1230 at gmail.com, and I will get back to you and we can set up a date and time that works for us both for a private reading, which may expand on this or maybe something totally different. So I hope you have a good June, and I'll see you back here in a couple of weeks.